Hi, and welcome back to Let's Win XCOM Long War. I'm Phwop, and let's take a look at the strategic game, which I'm trying to refer to as the long haul, as I intended many moons ago, and then I got to like episode 40 or 50 in my Long War 2 playthrough, and it didn't seem so important anymore because I told you everything I knew about the game, and it was only 100 episodes later for me to win. But yeah, let's get back in the habit since we'll be starting at the beginning of the game. There's so much to tell, and of course new people might be joining us. So the last three missions were silent. I'm sorry. It had to do with my sound card and my mic, but they're back. They're back together. Same mic. Let me know if it does anything funny. I will of course try to pay attention. So let's see. In the last three missions, let's just start with the tower here. I accidentally researched alien materials. So, one thing to note, all the research I did on it will stay, which is like, what, a couple days? Like 2 days? And of course, I pay the material price to start the research. I don't ever have to pay that again. Picking back up on alien materials will be free, in terms of everything but time. And, excuse me. And what I meant to do was alien weaponry. So I'm just going to switch over. Now, of course, I just paid the 5 weapon fragment cost for that. If I go back into alien materials, it does not cost me another 2 Illyrium, 2 alloys, 5 weapon fragments, and blah blah blah. I don't think. Let's just... Well, let's find out. Oh, it does cost me. Well, that sucks. Oh, weird. It gives it back. Yeah, okay. I can see my meld changing just from switching, but it gives it back to me when I switch. Alright, so whatever. The point is, you don't end up playing multiple times when you switch research projects, at least. It does something far more bizarre, and you can actually get a refund from your research, so that might actually be useful in the future. I'm pretty sure that's something pretty much nobody knows or cares about. We unlocked a targeting module that is plus 7% crit chance for your main weapon. Maybe your pistols too, probably your pistols as well. Shifts, we're still ignoring those because we've got a bunch of people in the barracks. We did pretty good on all our missions. These guys are only out for a couple hours. I believe I can actually wait for them. And I have all of these guys. I looked up a lot about how armor works, how the air combat works. I talked with Johnny. He shared the armor mitigation details, which is the most obtuse. And what it comes down to is armor penetration. Every point of armor that something has over its enemy's armor penetration, so more armor than penetration, reduces the damage it takes by 5%. That means that 5 armor penetration is an extra 25% damage against something. It can only reduce damage by 95%, but that is so much. That said, avalanches which have no... Oh, we're gonna wait. Avalanches which have no armor penetration are only good against scouts and raiders. And they do exactly as much damage to... So raiders are medium, scouts are small. And they do an equal amount of damage as stingrays, pretty much. It's like 204 damage for an avalanche and 200 damage for a stingray against fighters, which are the other small, except that stingrays shoot 25% faster. So stingrays are far and away better against everything except for scouts and raiders. And with a scout, apparently you only have to hit it with 1 avalanche, and then a stingray or 2 will snuggle it to the ground so that you can have a mission, whereas another avalanche or 2 will end it. That said, about every 30 days. Yeah, that said, the UFOs get tougher regularly and almost infinitely as you go over the game. So this request from Canada for sectoid corpses, I've already done one of these requests, is exactly why I did xenobiology first, because sectoid corpses are plentiful and scientists are amazing. I did my research. Each scientist provides 1 research point a day. And since you start with 10 scientists, that means you're generating 10 research points a day, which means every scientist you tack on is a 10% increase in research. That's like 2 scientists equals a lab. And just think about that. Amazing. So I decided to jump into these first because 1, they also increase the defense of everyone. I can do something with sectoid corpses because selling them, they're worthless. And also because it might make up the time. Let's look. Where is... Alien weaponry is now down to 15 research time. And it's been, what, a couple hours since I started? Yeah, alien materials just dropped by 2 days as well. It was 15 days. That was 1 scientist is 2 days of research time. That's because I'm researching 20% faster already. So I'm gonna try and capture more sectoid corpses. Apparently blowing them up while they're on the ground means you don't get them. If anyone, I would like to know everything everyone knows about corpses and explosives. Like, I thought enemies that were wounded by explosives at all never gave you any of the rewards, but I believe that's not true. I also thought they never left a body, but I think I know that's not true. I guess I think I know is called believing. And yeah, tell me these things. Tell me what you know about how explosives work in this game. 5 hours. That's 3 o'clock. Alright, here we have a scout. So, like I said, we will pop it with 1 avalanche. I also like to stack my kills. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. We'll hit with 1 avalanche and retreat.
Contact lost.
Yeah. Okay, we can still go till...
is padlocked.
I may just blow this one out of the air at this point.
Heavy fire.
Contact lost.
What?
Contact
And an abduction? Alright, maybe we can get a kill for this guy at least. Get him up to 2 kills.
We have eyes on the bandit.
Naming your guys does not reduce their kill count. Alright, so at least that worked out. Okay, so, we have a lot going on now. There's a scout crash, there's an abduction, there's a crash site. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay. 2 hours. Minute, okay, and we've got troops. I think we can tackle this. Let's just get our assault. Okay. Go on our bomb disposal first, since it's about to expire. Nothing will expire once you send the Sky Ranger. Once you send the Sky Ranger, you're good. You've locked it in.
Excellent.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing your progress.
So, in the long haul, I hope the xenobiology pays off. I think I'm gonna try and collect sectoid corpses because I want all these scientists really fast. And if we're lucky, then in like a month worth of time, I'll have doubled my research speed without building a single lab, only by trading sectoid corpses, which you can imagine that's a pretty big win. In the tactical sense, we're gonna assign all these guys classes. Since we've got a bunch of missions coming up, we need to be pretty serious about how our setup is. I'm actually going to do that from the barracks where it'll be easier. Alright, so extra conditioning, close encounters. Awesome. That's awesome. Close encounters is great with the shotgun. Shotgun is one of the deadlier weapons I have. He can equip a sawed off, but that seems kind of like a waste, you know, because it'll slow him down. Especially with close encounters, that's not necessary. I think either a flashbang for him. And we're going to go ahead and equip him because we don't have any unique items yet. Now I'm going straight for lasers after Xenobio, so I'm just hoping that the Xenobiology pays for itself. So far I've gotten 2 scientists. If each scientist is worth 2 days, then I spent 18 and I've gotten 4 back so far. So I guess I need 5 scientists and then I'm making bank. That's not too bad. Alright, here we have our first Rocketeer. This is one of the reasons I went Rocketeer and new to my 2.2 Tactical Sense. It is Grenadier. I have 2 Grenadier classes, 2 Grenadier specialties. One is the center of the Rocketeer abilities, and you get Sprinter, all the grenade abilities. Danger Zone no longer affects grenades. You can't give grenades bigger area of effect, but there are a significant number of abilities that increase the damage of grenades, like Sapper, Mayhem, of course Heat Warheads, and I don't know, other stuff. Anyway, it's awesome. So this is my heavy Grenadier, comes out of the Rocketeer. They start with a rocket, of course, they'll always have the rocket. And when they get Sapper, which is next level, Corporal, their rocket is affected by that. So their rocket will do triple environmental damage, which means it will pretty much nuke everything. Of course, there's the Fire in the Hole Javelin rocket build, which is long range, more rockets in general, and higher accuracy for both your weapon and your rockets. And then there's the Snapshot nuke build, where you get all the most damaging, deadly, explosive perks, Danger Zone. You can take Sapper if you feel like it, and yeah, all the mad explosives. And you go for a more like shotgun rocket build, not as long distance or accurate or safe, but the damage is immense and the blast radius is huge, and you're maybe more mobile. You also get less rockets, I think. You're at least more flexible with the movement. So Rocket Sniper, Rocket Shotgun, and then here we have Heavy Grenadier. So I'm gonna go with that because Grenadier is awesome. It increases grenade toss by 20 range by 20%, and of course I can carry a ton of grenades and my rocket, which will actually make me faster because rockets are very heavy. I am gonna carry 1 rocket and 2 AP because the rockets are really awesome. We're going to stick with the SMG for now and TAC armor, but since grenades are so dependable, we're going to take our first Rocketeer is going to go straight grenades. We'll build up the other ones as we can. Also that, let's see, she has really good accuracy, so I might have made her a Javelin Rocketeer if I didn't need this. Her high defense also contributes. She's got good health. She's all around got great attributes for being a steady frontline soldier. So she's not wasted here, but she might have been better as a Javelin. Alright, here we have our first command. Very tempted to go down the center row. The center row is always the one with the highest willpower bonus overall. I did that so you could just know that your center row is for officer candidates or side troops. If you just care about will in a build, that's it. And generally it's more supporty and less specialized, a little more general infantry, like the Rocketeer build. Don't tell me carrying grenades isn't a little less specialized and focusing on types of rockets, because I know it's wrong. I know that's not true. I hope. So she has exceptional willpower, terrible aim, decent defense, good health, slow. Smoke and mirrors, or here is the beginning of our light grenadier specialty. Starts with bombard. At the very last 2 levels, you get sapper and mayhem for the full yeah, for the damage boost, which is notable. So your grenades don't become like horrifically potent early, but you can pretty much always land them with bombard, which the heavy grenadier gets much later, and kind of has to give up tandem warheads, which aren't out yet. They'll be in 3.15, but they'll be set against bombard. So you have your choices. It also, of course, remember, bombard affects flashbangs, smoke grenades, so you can always get your grenade where it's going with bombard, but you may not have as many because you gave up on smoke and mirrors. For our first command, we're going to go down the willpower track to make the best officer possible. Plus, yeah, I'll take 1,000,000 smoke grenades. Thank you. Anything else we need? No, she needs to aim. I might actually give her an SMG so that she can really move. Because sometimes you really have to be around to deliver that smoke, and she is slow. Alright, now we have a scout. So this is of course the tactical sense portion of the mod, where we go over the tactical battles and the things we do to win them. So here's our scout. If you look over at his stats, he's got great aim, good health, he's slow for a scout, great willpower, and some defense. So that's just all around good. Choices are tough. Hit and run, far better with a more mobile scout, although accuracy, scouts get pretty good accuracy increases, but this guy's isn't like off the chain. And hit and run is only about uncovered or flanked targets, so we'll wait. There are better things. This is a hit and run crit focused build, just flanker commando damage. In the center row we have holo targeting. That's your lead. They holo target and survive is pretty much what they do, so that they can help the squad in that way. And then on the right we have the ultimate survivalists. Start with will to survive, build into maybe some item usage, battle scanners, lots of toughness, lots of movement, lots of bonus mobility. If you want to be the fastest, most survivable scout possible, and you don't care about anything else except having a troop there, then will to survive is the way to go. Now with my scouts tend to die, unfortunately, and I'm torn between holo targeting and will to survive, because having holo targeting early is very, very good. I'm going to go with will to survive because my scouts always seem to die. And will to survive does come with one of everything, just a teensy bit of aim, a little bit of will, a little bit of mobility, because surviving sometimes requires everything you got. Of course, our willpower and accuracy go up, movement as well. We will be taking, what is this, a bomb disposal mission? We'll be taking the marksman rifle. We'll be hanging back. There's probably going to be exposed thin men that we can shoot and kill with one shot with it, because we're awesome. And since we'll be staying at range, let's put a med kit on him. Alright, let's look at this gunner. This gunner has good aim. It's pretty fast. That'll cancel out by the weight of their weapon. Good health, terrible defense. With bad defense, I want to carry armor. Got this laser sight. I'm going to take the saw, for one, because she's quick and the LMG is heavier, but two, on a council mission you have to keep moving. Let's look at what else. We've got one heavy, and he's got pretty bad aim, good willpower, moderate movement, I'm torn. His rockets are going to be horrifically inaccurate. The rest of us will have to survive them. He's not going to be able to carry them to the front very fast, so there's always going to be people in front of him. Let's go with Gunner, as you don't have to aim. This guy is more of an LMG gunner, I believe, with that kind of accuracy. Medikit does have a little bit of defense. Medikit and a smoke grenade. Obviously we're not taking everyone on this bomb disposal, but I want to have everyone sorted out first. So I've got 2 gunners, a rocketeer, a scout and a sniper, an assault, and an infantry. But my infantry is out. Let's take a look at this guy. So we have really high aim, low will, good speed, decent health, no armor penalty. This guy will be our next infantry. Notice the high aim jump of 10 points. They jump from 70 to 80 with only a single level. That's because infantry are very front loaded on aim, because lock and load is, you know, nice, but it's not gonna like blow anyone's mind. And I've got 2 more of my steadfast, 3 if you count this one. She's got great aim, average will, average everything else. She's just got a ton of aim. We will probably make her a sleeper. What about these guys? This character has great aim. This one has great willpower. We're gonna make this one with her excellent aim one of our sleeper class. And this one with his excellent willpower will be a command. And then this is the last. Let's see. Here we have a choice between sniper and scout. Incredible high movement, good health, no defense penalty. Aim sucks. Well, guess who can use shotguns? This is going to be a scout. Maybe a hit and run scout. But scouts get that bonus accuracy right off the bat, so we bring that low aim up to something decent. Bring up his low willpower, because scouts are frontline troops. They get a little bit of willpower boost, a little bit of movement boost, puts him way over the top for speed. And he looks like he's probably a shotgunner. Flashbang, AP, tac armor. This guy's fast. So let's go on this bomb disposal mission before it expires, because we probably spent like 14 hours goofing around, and the bomb's just, it's probably ready to go. So I want to take fast troops. I want to be able to project force in the back row. She's going to be bringing a marksman rifle, because I want to keep her mobile. Scout, engineer, assault, sniper. Gonna need the command. We're gonna take her because in a mission where you must progress forward, you are much more likely to find yourself with moving into a bad position that you have to stay in, and that's where smoke will help the most. And what else? Let's bring our Rocketeer, because we may not have time to fool around with, you know, picking someone out of cover and all that, when we really just need to drop a bomb on them and go. Okay, so this is our new scout. AP, flash. This is our sleeper. We'll keep that high accuracy. Also, our low defense will lend her well to Sleeper because they get some serious health over the course of their career, unless it's short. This Sniper is the only one we have. Probably won't have time to fool around. Let's just give her a ceramic. She does have the marksman rifle. Yeah. We could, of course, give this snipe a marksman, scout a marksman rifle. With his speed, the shotgun should work well enough. Alright, this guy, ceramic plating and a flashbang. Her. Let us take a medikit on her. She'll still have 3 smoke grenades, which is a large number. And here we have, yep, SMG. Alright, 2 shotguns, marksman, carbine, SMG. What do you have? An assault rifle, straight up. Alright, I think we are good to go. So then the abduction will expire next, as you have 15 hours to approach an abduction. So that'll be our next mission, and hopefully we left enough troops to divvy up between the abduction and the small scout. The small scout we can take the least number of experienced troops, as long as one is a gunner.
Council intel indicates the aliens are charging a plasma bomb of some kind in your vicinity. Time is running short. We need to locate and disarm that weapon before they're able to finish priming it.
Our sensor readings indicate that the device is some sort of priming mechanism. The aliens are transferring power from it directly to the bomb itself. Disabling this power node should give you more time to find and disarm the explosive.
New objective received.
Alright, so I really want to think speed first. And how I'm going to do that is, I always want my shotguns moving forward. I only want to take objectives that are to my right or left as I push through the map, because I'm not coming back if I can help it. With fast characters who can catch up. My slower characters just need to keep pushing forward. My heavy weapons need to keep moving forward. Of course, you can be efficient, but let's
Aye, aye, Commander.
be efficient quickly. Now there is a power node up here, right around this corner. It's right behind this chain fence. And there's one in here. It's easy to separate yourself from the power nodes and lose this one due to the bomb going off if you're not like quite aware of where these power nodes are. So there's one here, there's one in here, there's one right here, so those two are close. There's one right behind this trash can, another one further up, and some inside this building with the bomb, which is like too late. In that building, you can definitely get stuck there. Okay. Here is also, here's how you get up onto the roof. People that you want on the roof, send them in that direction first.
Moving out.
Here is a tough, fast character, or sleeper.
It seems you've bought yourself some time, but you still need to hurry, or...
She's one of the ones I can push out to the left and right to pick up movement. I want my sniper up here if possible. Not possible. But can anyone get up there? This person, maybe? No dice. Rocketeer is nice and fast. So this shotgun, we want to push forward, like our other shotgun. And let us take everyone else here. We're going to want our command on the roof, where she can drop smoke on people on the roof and others. She does not need to go up first. We want prime position.
Stepping off.
Oh look, you can open doors right in front of you now. If feel like they're slower at opening doors than they were.
Moving out.
See, that took forever. That sucked. What did you see? That was not good.
That's affirmative.
Ah.
Moving.
Sectoids aren't so bad. I would like to collect at least one sectoid corpse this mission. Thankfully, our
Orders confirmed.
friends over here on the right who are exposed.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, these guys trigger. Maybe they didn't actually trigger. They would be behind cover. That was just a... Okay, so there's a lot of sectoids out there. That's good. The less dead men, the better. And we can sneak up on those guys.
Heading there now.
We want him to be positioned as able to move closest to the center room as possible.
I'm on it, Commander.
So that you can get that close encounters if there happens to be anything in there. This one's
That'll buy us a
empty.
little more time, but you still need to find that bomb.
On the move.
We move him here, maybe we can take out some of those guys. Here is our sleeper.
Heading there now.
Let's move our first person up on the roof into cover where they can see most of the roof.
On the move.
Marksman rifle Overwatch is quite good, especially when it covers the ladder up.
I see you, Commander.
We'll probably end up dashing. Let's save the command for last. Oh, that pretty much is last. Since we know there's a squad over there, let's ensure our shotguns are ready to go. And our Rocketeer is gonna move to the roof, where it'll be much easier to deploy grenades. We had her on the left, just in case. I don't think that's gonna be necessary. We're not going to see anything up here. We can just see the front of that building. Oh, now she is trapped on the ground. Things will probably get hairiest down here. There's a ladder right there. Let's
Target confirmed.
push her
On
up.
our way.
We've already seen most of this room, so we're not going to get any nasty surprises.
What was that sound?
Okay. Door kicked open in the other building.
Hostile spotted.
Where the flip did you get activated from? Yes! Oh my god, so good. Didn't I tell you Marksman Overwatch was amazing? Okay, now putting him up here is pretty awesome. Now, was that guy active or was he just freeballing? Let's look at our grenade toss range. That white stuff, it's not quite as far as she can move. She can throw about this far. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna move her down here. She may trigger some people. So you can see she's not gonna be able to sprint to that one. But
Good job, Strike One. That should buy us a few minutes.
it does buy us time.
Headed there now.
Let's take this position. One, it covers this door up here, and since we heard him busting doors open, not this one, but maybe some of these. Or of course there's a door over here. We know they're in there, and we're covering that door. And of course then we can move up to either side here to address any enemies that are clamoring around. And it gives us roof vision, so Overwatch. Aliens can't open these kinds of doors. Only humans are smart enough. We don't really have grenade backup. I mean, we have smoke grenade backup. We don't have deadly grenades. But in the interest of time, we're going to pop out here. Are there aliens around us? I'm gonna go with yes, but I have no idea where. If we move out here, we're probably safest. Oh, look. Close Encounters is going to spank you guys so hard. Alright, so this is an excellent opportunity to waste some sectoids without using explosives, so we get to keep their corpse, which is, you know, nice. She can get a flank shot. What action first? So, this guy's flanked. That means our highest priority is killing this alien. We can do it from the maximum range where we can get a close encounter shot. That would be here. This is questionable. It's very likely you won't get a close encounter shot if this dot in the center of the square you're moving to is outside the circle. Let's see if there's a... yeah, see that? Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. So you want to be really careful. Make sure you're well within the circle. We also want to flank. So here is our best bet.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Surprise! Alright, he survived. That's why we went after him first. Because we need to ensure that it does not survive. So obviously this guy guaranteed to kill that. So let's see how this one fares against a shotgun. Just as well, but with less health, so he dies. I could move. I could try and feed a kill to my command, which commands need kills too, especially when their aim is so low. Let's finish our other moves first, because we save the command for last, because she saves us from ourselves. I'm going to move the command right here so that I have rocket access to the front of this building without moving and decent cover against pretty much everyone. Enemies might come out of this door. If they do that, there's terrible cover. There's nowhere safe and there's a bunch of shotgunners ready to whomp them. So this is probably the best spot for her. I can move behind this heavy cover if I wanted to lob grenades right here, if I just want to toss grenades and be really safe. You can of course get poisoned by thin men who will spit at you and catch multiple people even if they can't see them. But right here is where I can shoot my rocket or toss grenades, so that seems best. And her, we just saw pretty much everything there. since this is a dash and she won't be able to do any, or she won't have any actions afterward, we're gonna make sure she's concealed. But we're pretty sure she's not gonna trigger any pods, so let's just let her go. Our command should kind of stay in back, so we are gonna try and get a kill for our command. Nice little coin flip. And our shotgun, we want the opposite. We want our shotgun forward and ready to go. I think we've seen everything there is to see over here. I could get a little bit closer if I just inch up. Oh, I can move here. This will be best. And we can, at the beginning of my next turn, just turn that off. At the beginning of my next turn, turn that off. Turn it off. There, I didn't forget it all. Proud.
Excellent. That's another one down.
Also, look how our double move got her up in range to trigger this. We're going to want to send her up this way next, and then she can get a nice flank from in there. So, who are we moving up first? Her. She has the most dangerous move, as there's concealed territory here. And there's a lot of firepower on this side. Let's take a look at where this Rocketeer can aim, just so I can prove my point. Yeah. We could, of course, blow the front of this building out and just start taking pot shots. That is totally a legit tactic, especially when you have 2 rockets. But I want to get her up here and disarm these nodes first.
That's 0 energy on that power node, strike 1. I repeat.
That was interesting. Oh look, look at that movement space. Bizarre, right? Yeah, we can drop in from the ceiling. Yeah, see this power node? Thanks guys. Thanks. That power node? Yeah, so useful. I could tactically, I might as well just turn the bomb off. What are you doing? So there's some aliens. We will have Overwatch ready. What is, okay, that's the alien bod being all red and stuff. I guess that means there are 4. Oh yeah, creepy. That's a Siamese sectoid. I mean conjoined twins. I try not to be an ass, but sometimes.
That's affirmative.
So let's get our shotguns up. What I think we'll do is get up here and steady aim. So I want this character to be able to jump down and advance if I need him to. So we're gonna place right here.
Moving.
We haven't triggered anyone yet. Do I want Overwatch or do I want other? Steady, that is. Let's steady our weapon. Let's go here, because you never know what door they're going to come out of. My plan is going to be to... I don't actually have to blow the front of this building up. I can just move up here, open the doorway, and shoot a rocket through it.
I'm on it, Commander.
So I'm going to move her up as well. Ooh, I'm kind of in poison range. Well, whatever. Study my weapon. Our shotgunners will go in through the left side, grab this node, and blow the crap out of aliens that don't get shot and are taking cover from this direction. More the fools they. Now I could advance over here. I think I have enough time already. I don't need to. If I were greedy, I could move here. Then I could deactivate this at the beginning of my next turn and probably have enough movement to make it back to here. Which would be awesome, of course. But significantly more risky. And our command, what's she gonna do?
On it.
Command's gonna move up here, her Overwatch sucks. Let's go ahead and drop a smoke on these troops. Just to let them know we care, and because we're gonna be moving out of smoke grenade toss range with our command, because she's going to push forward to cover. The shotgunners who could end up in some awkward situations. No one's busting doors. Okay, so a lot of this was pivotable on our rocket. Oh yeah. We are golden. One of the cool things we can do with this character, because she's so fast, is open up this doorway and then bounce up to the ceiling. If we feel like it.
That's affirmative.
So let's open this because they're gonna freak out. They're gonna take their cover. There are a lot. So many sectoids. And we have plenty of charges. It's really hard to say no. To say no, sectoids. We can move up here for the double shotty. I could flashbang a bunch of people. Oh god, I can, oh no. Now, one thing you don't want to do is turn the bomb off too soon because you immediately activate call-ins when you do that. Alright, too bad for us. Our steady aim is wasted. We can do some damage here. But it seems a little excessive when we've kind of got them caught with their pants down so bad. There's nothing super deadly down there.
Heading to that location.
So maybe we'll hop down. We have one shot. It's not going to get any better. We'll take it. There's plenty of ammo in this rifle, and we may hit.
That is not good.
Shotgun is going to tear this formation apart. She is no slouch herself. There is, of course, one more alien over there. This character is also going to drop down.
Moving.
Look at that nice toss range. I could move her up. She'll be really safe right here. She might even be able to see anything here because of how weird cover works. Let's move her right here before they take Overwatch. Alright, we can do a lot of stuff. Get a free shot, can flashbang maybe all these guys, except for the one outside. This guy. Wow, that's pretty devious. Let us bust in like a wrecking ball. We only get a free shot against this close one, so we will take that first. It kind of tells me I don't want to stay in here. Unless my flashbang is amazing. She could even Overwatch. But can you handle 2 shotguns? 67% chance. Kinda sucks compared to an actual shotgun. We are almost done with our breach here though. Let us try this shot first. How about the pistol? The pistol actually has 5% worth of accuracy. Maybe that's because we have the laser sight. Interesting. Yeah, laser sight not affecting our pistol. Good to know. Take this shot. Very nice. Can we use your flashbang because you have more grenades? We'll try this flashbang first. Beautiful. And this guy can move here. These guys will all be jumps when it comes to hitting him. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, do you believe that? I don't believe that. Remember how smoke does not go through walls. I believe this might work. We'll see if the Rocketeer gets it. It has to go over the light cover. Nice. It did catch our Rocketeer. And a little bit of Overwatch. This guy comes through the door. Alright, the one guy who had any kind of decent accuracy or movement just used his turn and making someone else feel better in such a bad way. It's not gonna help. You could use your brain powers, except she's like immune to your mind powers, so that's a shame, aliens. That is, of course, a shame. Alright. If there were a perfect position to go, it would be here.
That's affirmative.
We'll get some damage off. Collect a charge. Now, one thing you want to collect all the charges so that you have lots of time to get ready, reload, position yourselves before you turn this off and get the drop in. So, very nice. And we get damage. This guy loses health and gets hurt, which is awesome. We get very close to everyone. Of course, we have 4 turns charged up here, so we don't have to rush when it comes to shotgunning these guys to death.
That's affirmative.
Let's try and feed a kill to our sniper. Snipers need love too. Does not look like it's going to happen. We'll take this 35 just in case.
That's a load of bull.
Alright, our shotguns are going to finish this. Not a problem. Oh, is that Overwatch? We can take an Overwatch hit, I think. We haven't autopsied these guys yet. Oh, and it's disoriented? Okay. We'll just... Can we get close enough? Yeah. We'll just see how this goes. Oh. Alright. Take this shot first. There's a good chance we can end that here. This shot second. So many little dude corpses. I wonder if that guy. I wonder how he's in Overwatch. I'm very curious. Huh.
Moving.
See, now I could do this, but it might blow up his corpse. Maybe AP grenades do not destroy corpses. I could flashbang this guy again. He has a good chance to crit against me. Got lots of turns. Will he be better on his turn? Sure, he probably will.
I'm on the move.
We'll just move back. Oh, now we trigger it? Okay. Disorient, of course, takes away 50% of his aim. I'm not sure if it's a minus 50 to aim, or if it's actually, like, cutting his aim in half.
We're green to go.
I'm not even sure which of those is more generous. He's gonna do something. This guy is bold. Alright. We can feed kills here to someone.
Move into position.
This guy gets a free shot. And if it doesn't kill... Oh, too bad, guys.
Ammo fast.
No one else gets to have fun.
Rolling.
Alright, just out of sheer habit, I'm gonna do this.
Power
Use our
node,
action
powered down.
to reload. Or move.
Lights out on that power node.
Let's put them up there. Maximum ability to drop the bomb on people. I want her up there.
Moving.
Up there, and then a reload. I suppose he will be here. This is more shotgun friendly territory with these walls, and then running up here, like ability to avoid overwatch through concealment. This side of the map's a little more open, so he will favor the right. And then our command might as well get up on the roof
Roger that.
with everyone else. Should have brought more medikits since it is a council mission.
Locked and loaded.
Reload,
I'm ready.
reload,
Good to go.
reload.
On Overwatch.
I should have repositioned him. Okay. He's gonna move up here.
Moving to Overwatch. ICO Commander, moving to Overwatch.
We'll go ahead and trip that.
Well done. Now you just need to eliminate any remaining hostiles. Strike one. You've got a wave of X-rays closing on your location. Eyes up. Objectives updated.
And we'll push him where?
Got it.
Push him
Moving.
here. To the edge of this big open space with the ability to go either way. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the kind of person we're watching out for. Oh, what? Where did this guy?
That's a load of bull.
That does look like a full load. How'd we do? Not terribly impressive. Note here. She's got a good shot on him, but I could drop a bomb on that guy as well. She can only see the one. Pretty sure the other guy. This guy up here is shotgun bait, I think. So, we'll take this. If I move up here, there's a great chance I could flashbang up there, right? I could probably pretty easily flashbang. Now, getting flanked by that one is the worst. The worst. So let us just end this. Where did he drop? More here or here?
pleasure.
Yes, pleasure it. Okay, that's where it was. That was not enough. We can have a lot of Overwatch waiting for it.
I'm on the move.
Probably drop. No, nothing.
Moving out. Eyes peeled, Commander. Cover going out!
Let's make sure we at least cancel out that critical hit flanking bonus. And I have another one of those. Or is it a save yourself? It's probably a save yourself kind of moment. Of course, there's other Overwatch out there, recall.
Come get some.
Shotgun.
That's a burn.
Alright, I'd rather tank Overwatch if I'm gonna. Oh, but I didn't have to. We're going to flash this guy instead of going on to Overwatch. And she.
Moving out.
I believe this is a very safe place. I say that now. It's just a belief. Can't prove it. This guy. Whew. Good. Good. This one. Interesting choices. Oh. Oh, come on.
Negative damage.
You have such an advantage. The good news is he can't do much to us. This one's poor life choices aren't my fault, I swear. Without his Overwatch to protect him, he's done. Even if we get acided, that's fine. We can wait it out. And also Bloodthirsty is our sleeper, who we want to feed kills to as much as possible.
He's dead.
Well done, Strike One. I'm reading
Alright,
zero
so-
bomb's energy signature.
That one was pretty smooth. We didn't bring any rookies, but you know. Did my game freeze or something? Okay. Oh, my game froze, guys. It's too good. Well, that is why we're not playing Iron Man. Alright, 1 second. Sorry, XCOM. Can you still hear me, guys? Can you still hear me? Anyway, yeah, I think you can. I'm still recording. Alright. Last autosave. Poor choices. Dramatic music. See how poison clouds pop up around the body? Not the carrot. Not yeah. Pay attention to that. That stuff's important. There will be a quiz. Watch this boss jump. Boom. Sleepers could win the Olympic. It's cheating. They're not allowed
Well done, Strike One.
to enter. Come on, guys. Again? What's going on? What's going on? Checking Steam. Library. Properties. Updates. Is there a patch? Let's do everything in reverse order this time. And, yeah, I don't know what exactly to do.
Position confirmed.
Oh, look at that. Mixing it up.
Nailed it.
Totally nailed. Look at this action. Totally unfamiliar, right?
Well done, Strike One. I'm reading zeros on the bomb's energy.
I'll listen to you this time. Okay, alright, well, we made it. There you go. Sorry that was so awkward. It's not my fault, I swear.
An exemplary performance. Let's hope all of these operations go as smoothly as this one did.
Alright, so we have an officer training school. You get the chance to build it once you get your first corporal. So nice. Got 2 Lance Corporal upgrades. One for our sniper? Oh no, I bet that's our scout. No. One for our sniper. One for, yeah, this is gonna be good. And one for our assault. Ooh, Sprinter, of course, so good with close encounters. And of course that extra conditioning to keep him alive. Thin Man, our first encounter with them. 7 sectoid corpses, that gives us exactly 12 corpses, which means we can do 2 more scientists. Yay! I remember that scientists are awesome. That's what I was gonna say. 253 cash. Panic reduction, let's take a look. Nigeria, whoa. I'm not sure how much I got, but it must have been a good bit. Nigeria was not chock full. I think it had like 42, we were saying. And I bet it's down to like 1 or 0. So they are quite pleased. Not every council mission comes with panic reduction, of course. So when you get it, take it. It is so good. Alright, so let's look at... So we're building 2 satellites. Okay, so that wraps up the tactical portion of our game. I already spent a lot of time leveling up. We'll do more next video. Let's take another look at the long haul now that we've just got an infusion of cash. We've got satellite uplink, 2 satellites coming before the end of the month. I hinted at it with my expressive cursor usage while my mic was out. I want to go into Asia. As America, we lost Mexico. If I were going, and Asia is full of cash. Since I had to fast build a satellite, I spent 70 extra cash in 5 meld. And I mean, the meld's not worth anything to me except 7 credits each at this point, but that's like 100 extra cash, so I have to make my satellite worth money. I can get an extra 100 for launching a satellite over China. I can get an extra 110 for launching over Japan. And then, of course, they'll be working on 2 continents. The good news is, between these
Been
two
picking up some odd
continents,
transmissions lately.
you only have two
Some
continents to
nut calling
cover with
himself
Air
Commander
Force. That
Striker
means
has been all
you
over the
only
news
need to
ranting
buy
some
12
shadow
interceptors total.
operatives.
But you cover 8 countries. So you get the most satellites up, you get the most engineers and scientists per month. Of course, in Asia, you get mostly engineers, and in the UK, you get mostly scientists. I am a little torn about going straight into Asia because then I have to afford a foundry. It's expensive. I have to buy an officer training school coming up. When of course I could just launch here. I can get 80 back. I can get 75. I can get 90 France, because that will give me more scientists at the end of the month. And scientists, of course, like I said, are good all the time. Earlier is the better. The United States also offers scientists.
Negative. That equipment should be passed on directly to the research team.
But max scientists you get from putting your satellites over Europe. And the way I've seen it, and if you check out the playlist description, there's a link to a Google Doc. It's an actual document, not my spreadsheet that describes my mod, but a document that's just about the notes I've taken. And it basically says, you need engineers sometimes, but in general they're not as good. They're just nice to have. They help you produce items faster and finish foundry projects sooner. But mostly you hit this build limit because you need X engineers. So sometimes they're critically important because you need them. And when you don't need them, they're not contributing directly to what you're doing because their foundry projects are expensive and can all be done at once. So you don't have to wait like researches. You don't have to do just one at a time.
Bringing back alien body parts as souvenirs.
That's gross.
It's a breach of protocol.
Scientists, since you're always researching something, and researches are so cheap, and you just constantly have research going on, and even if you can't research what you want because you need a ridiculously rare corpse or an interrogation, there's something you can research, like scouts or autopsies. There's always something to research. Therefore, your scientists are always doing work for you because they give you 1 point a day. So the sooner you get scientists, the better.
But we may need to run a diagnostic.
So to keep my interceptor costs low, I may just launch over UK and Russia, or France, whichever ones will give me the most cash, just so I can get up to 3 scientists a month from my starting continent without expanding the satellites I need to cover. Especially because I don't have a foundry, and I can build the officer training school and pump money into getting some officers and maybe a squad upgrade next month. So that is actually going to be my plan. I was going to take the US if possible because cheap interceptors are great, but I won't be able to assault Mexico and take it back for a long time. So that's rough. We'll probably just cover up our airspace here and then move into China, I think. If I wait to move into China, I won't have 2 continent bonuses anytime soon because I'll have to build 2 more satellite facilities before I can take over the 4 countries necessary. But I will have more scientists, and that's good. So that was all that. That's my long haul. I'm popping satellites over Europe for the scientists for the win. Also to keep my costs down by not buying interceptors. And then we're going to move into Asia. So that said, I keep saying it. We've got an abduction to go on. Let's see how hard it is. It is swarming. That sucks. I'm sorry, Egypt. And I can exhaust some people. There's only 10 days till the end of the month. Generally, you do get a little bit of a break towards the end. And if I'm going to exhaust them, I should do it soon. Because exhausting them now means I get the maximum, since the fatigue days they had don't count anymore. I I get the maximum discount on my exhausted time. So maybe we'll just take the Scout, Sniper, and Rocketeer. Rocketeer is a definite because this upcoming mission, swarming, is going to have tons of dudes on the ground, and the explosives will help us deal with overcrowding if too many show up at once. When there's lots of aliens, inevitably some of them will go on Overwatch, so a scout is key. And snipers are great also in fighting lots of aliens because you can pick them off and then run back the person who was spotting for you. So that's an excellent team. We're gonna want at least one gunner to go on the UFO mission, so it makes sense to save them. Infantry, another scout, yeah. This is a pretty good team to go on the UFO mission with a couple of rookies. So for this swarming one, maybe we'll take one rookie. 1, 2, 3. We'll exhaust these 3. We'll send one gunner. This slow one. And the rest will be rookies. So let me go ahead and set up that squad while I'm thinking about it, because when I reload, it'll be back. We're taking slow. Taking you. You. So now is the point, towards the end of this month, is where I want to start stacking my stacking XP. It's okay to exhaust people the first month just to go on the maximum amount of missions to get the most XP, and towards the last half you want to start making sure you get those corporals and lance corporals, because specialists aren't going to be enough to cut it in the next month, even though you do want, of course, as many specialists as you can get. So we exhausted 3, we brought 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll send these 4 to the crash site with 2 rookies. That should be plenty. With the swarming, let's actually take someone with smoke grenades and make sure they have lots of smoke grenades. Because, yeah. We want, well, let's look at how we're going to level her up. So, sniper, we have a couple choices. Let's look at what she's got. She's got good aim. She's got low willpower. She's got good defense, and she's fairly fast. And she does not have horrific health. So, our choices are pretty good. She could do any of these. Let's take a look at the columns. We've got the precision shot. This is the operator, long distance, low mobility, most deadly attacks with the precision shot. The horrific crits, eventually taking double tap, getting disabling shot, which is awesome. Of course, anyone can take the later perks, but focusing mostly on precision shot and sharpshooter, I think, to take out those heavy cover people just directly. Then we have our Sentinel build. You get 1 aim and 3 will for taking Ready for Anything. Ready for Anything is another immobile sniper, but one who also protects the area they're at. It's great when there are tons of enemies that are moving in on your position. You can still take the long range sniper rifle, because you're not going to be using snapshot with Ready for Anything. They're just mutually exclusive. So the marksman rifle's movement isn't as much of a benefit. You can take your long range pops, and if anyone comes near you, you get your Overwatch. This goes into Sentinel immediately, so double Overwatch. It can be really powerful. It's great in urban settings where enemies can come from anywhere, and it's just great to have a nice fallback point that you know is fairly safe for your troops while you can still launch those long range attacks from somewhere awesome. This is a great build. I'm really excited about it. Thank you, Ready for Anything, for existing. And then on the other side we have our Harrier, who I mixed up a little bit recently with Hit and Run. Take that early. It works great with marksman rifles, especially if you take Sentinel. You can get off a bunch of attacks in your limited range. Of course, you're a sniper and you're relying on like just barely over visual range combat, which can be really rough. But that's a really powerful mobile build, and I think that's what we're going to take now. It's good for flanking people. Eventually, at the very end, you get running gun so that you can really move around. Of course, hit and run gun do not stack. So, with what we've got, ready for anything. Hit and run are good. With our mobility, it's all pretty good. I'm going to go with hit and run. There's a lot more times where you want to be mobile. And right now, long distance combat is nice, but not required. So with hit and run, I guess I'm going to take this marksman rifle. Let me check, but I'm pretty sure if you have squad sight, you can actually get Overwatch reaction fire at squad sight ranges with a marksman rifle. Let's equip. Oh, let's just find a rookie to match these guys. This guy just has suppression. Saw, most likely. Oh, we're in an urban block? Yeah, I want the saw. As I want to be able to move around corners and still shoot it. She, of course, is already ready to go. Don't think I need much else. Here we have just lightning reflexes with shotgun. Shotguns are great. AP, flashbang. And these guys aren't the fastest, so let's get a fairly quick rookie. This one will do. Decent health, fairly fast. Medikit, AP, carbine. Good movement. Alright. Perfect. Well, when you come back, we will tackle this swarming abduction in Egypt. And our satellite uplink will finish. We'll get our satellites done before the end of the month because we had to rush that one. But we will get our scientist for launching it. Oh, also, I should look at the pending requests. Okay, if we launch over France, we get 2 engineers. And if we would launch over... Oh no, that was the only one. Still, China and Japan aren't on the list at all. So we also get 2 engineers and 2 scientists for launching over our European airspace. I guess that's actually a good reason to save your satellite launches until right before the very last day. Besides the fact that satellites can't be shot down while they're en route, but you still get all the bonuses for having launched them in those 2 to 3 days before they arrive in space. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked what you saw, and I will see you next episode.